Hello there, this is a quick video tutorial on how to use the friends group feature inside Phoenix or Firestorm. This feature is designed to take the friends you already have and put them into categories or groups or sets in a way where you can have a much greater ability to organize them and control them. Now this feature is right now in version 1.2.19. It's not released quite yet, but by the time it is, it'll also be inside Firestorm. So some things will change, but the general idea of it will be the same. To use this feature, you need to first know where it is. Go down to your Communications button in the bottom left, go to your Contacts tab in the top left, and then your first Friends tab. This displays the Friends group that you're normally used to seeing. Now, over in the top right, you'll see the new button called Friends Group. Click that to open the floater. This will display the new floater that allows you to organize and control your friends. Now, if you take a quick look at it, it looks very similar to your old friends list. You have a list of names on the left, as well as things you can do with them on the right, such as seeing if they're online, or sending them an instant message, or viewing their profile. As far as navigating this list, you'll notice that there's no scroll bars. Instead, if you hover your mouse above the bottom, it'll scroll down, or if you hover your mouse above the top, it'll scroll up. You can also click the bottom arrow on your keyboard to go down or up, as well as using a mouse wheel. You can also double-click the top to scroll to the very top, or double-click the bottom to scroll to the very bottom. To select a friend to use further actions upon them, you hover your mouse above them. You'll notice a yellow outline designating that they are about to be selected. You can click the name to select them, which is a single select. You can click the checkbox to do a multiple select, or you can also do a control click to multiple select. You will notice that your selected people now have a white outline above them, as well as a slightly brighter color. You will also notice that there is a zoom effect around your friends, which allows me to squeeze more people into the list than you could see beforehand. Some people do not like this. You can actually turn this off. You can go over to Settings, and then there is a setting, I'll put it over here for now, right here to use the zoom effect. If you don't use it, it'll leave it as a regular list for you like this. While I'm here, I'll also point out you can also use these settings to change the default gray color you see here, to change the scroll speed while you hover above the top or bottom, or to colorize the list differently. You'll see the colors in just a moment. Now, the key aspect to this feature is to be able to put your friends into groups. When you start yours up, you will not have any groups, so you need to know how to create one. If you go over to the top, you can type in a new name for your group. So we'll call it First Group for testing. And then you hit the Create Group button. This will put it into this drop-down right up here. So we'll go ahead and select it for now. Now that we've just created this group, there is no people actually in it. If you turn off this checkbox to show all friends, you'll see that the list is actually empty. If you turn it back on, then we can actually start adding people to it. So go ahead and select a couple of people that you want to add to this group. Right-click to add them to the group. You'll notice that there will be a list of groups right here for you to choose from. We want to add it to our first group, which is right here. Go ahead and click that, and then if we turn off all friends, you'll notice that we have these three people in this group. If you wish to remove somebody from a group, right-click on their name, and you can choose Remove from the group name. Note, this will only allow you to have the option of the group you have selected from your drop-down, so make sure you do that first. Each group has a color. This is used to help you visually identify them quicker. You can change this color by clicking over here and changing it to a different color. Now, there's a checkbox right here called Show Other Groups, which, if you turn it off, it'll show them in the current group. If you turn it on, it'll pick a different group they are in and show that instead to help distinguish them. This brings up a key aspect of this feature. You can have your friends in more than one group. I want to also point out the checkboxes up on the top. This checkbox will show online people or don't show them, and this checkbox will show offline people or not show them. This checkbox right here will turn on the ability to show notices for this group. Now, what's normal is that there is an option to show online notices for every person on your friends list. If you turn that off right here, it will only show notices for the groups that you have this checkbox selected on. Okay, now let's assume that you've already got your friends sorted into a way that you want. Go over and select one of the groups, and I'll show you a few things you can do with them. If you right-click, you can quickly select everybody inside the group. Once you have them selected, you can send them a conference call or a mass teleport. This will hopefully prevent people from including me in teleports that really don't apply to me. If we go and select a single person, we have some different options. You will notice the normal things such as view profile, map the avatar, send them an instant message, or teleport them, but we also have the ability to rename them. What this will do is we'll set an override display name instead of the one that comes from the server. To set it, you simply start typing and click the menu item. Now, you will notice the name changes immediately in the list, but it'll take some time, just like display names, to change across the entire viewer. And just to reiterate again, this will only change the display name. So if you are not even displaying display names, you won't really see much of an effect. If you are seeing display names and the correct username, you'll see both like normal. Or if you're seeing only display names, it will display that. You can change these settings by going to Edit, Preferences, and then General. There's a drop-down for this. And if you notice behind me, you'll see that hello there is now this person's name. If you choose, you can also go into your settings and you can colorize different aspects of the viewer based on the groups they're in, such as the name tag right here, or their minimap icon, or the radar list name, or their general chat. Because it's nice to specify different colors for different groups, I've also added the feature to add people who are not even your friends into a group. To do this, you right-click anywhere into your friends group and choose the Add New Avatar button on the very bottom. This will open up a Choose Resident dialog where we can search for the resident we want to add. Now we just added Dragon Linden, but we don't see him in this group list because we have not added him to a group yet. So go ahead and turn on All Friends, and we can quickly find him. Well, for one, he's at the very top. If he was not, you could actually start typing in. I'm typing in Dragon right here at the top, as you see, and it'll find anybody whose name has Dragon in it. And I want to point out that over where the online indication is shown, this person will have a black icon designating that we cannot actually tell if they're online or offline. To remove the filter that we just typed in, just simply press the Escape key. These are the basic features of the Friends Group list. How you use it is up to your creativity, but I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.